some Morse code, and that's what I've been pretty much working on in the evenings. It's my time to relax, and I like to do Morse code. I've been using the AARL files to receive, and their recordings. I hate the top of the hour around here when you're doing Morse code, because you got the cuckoo clock cuckooing, and then you got the regulator over there, and it really messes you up when you're doing Morse code. Now I got to go eight chimes now. But anyway, I could send all that code right there, no problem. And I can hear it in my head as I'm looking at it. But when they start sending it to you non-stop without a break, when you're live on here, it's a whole different animal. So I realize I need to work on that live component where it's sending it to me without a pause. But watch, we can go to a blank. I'm not sending anyway, I got the break off. But I can send all that code up there. I'm going to turn it up. Oops. So I'm sending I can send all that no problem. I can even send it faster than that. And but having them send it to you live is a whole nother animal. Now I have it set up here for 5 words a minute, which is kind of slow, but I was just getting used to the program. And so what I do is I just put the pad in my lap. I have it set up for 1 minute. You can go, you can have it send you stuff for 15 minutes straight if you want, but I like to go about a minute. And when you hit the stop button, it'll erase all that. Actually, when you hit the play again, it will. But I'm not going to be looking up there. I'll leave it on the... That's what I do. And you can hit pause. I usually go through the whole minute, but I'm just making the video. So I write it down. There's FFDY, VL. I missed the B, and then I got the W. Here's what I've had to train myself to do, and this is true in Morse code in general, and it really had to battle with myself to do this. When you don't get a letter, put the dash instinctively. You can't think about it, gee, what's that letter? I can't get it, I got to put the dash down. If you're going through that in your mind, there's already 3 letters coming at you and you get lost. So you have to, and it's taken me a long time to be able to, and I'm probably still not perfect at it, to put that dash there. You have to save the rest of the copy, you've got to put the dash. And the problem is your mind will be like, I know that letter, what's that letter? You can't do that. You've got to put the dash down, and that's the biggest struggle I've had, is learning to put that dash down. Because the big thing with Morse code is getting the message across. You could miss letters all over the place, and you'll still be able to pick up at the end what was said to you. So it's not a big deal to have to put some dashes in there, because it's just not clicking with your brain. You know the letter, and that's the hard part. Your brain wants to say, no, just wait, I can figure it out. You can't do that in Morse code, and that's true. That's truer the faster the pace at which it's being sent. So I'm at 5 words a minute. If you're getting sent, and I'll show you what it sounds like at 20 words a minute. This is another cool thing about this program, is it lets you hear what the different speeds are. I'm going to send at 20 words a minute. Now, you could tell in this, you've got no time to think, and you have to put the dash down. Here we go. You'll hear how fast. I'm going to experiment over here and do 20/20 and see what it does. Now let's send again and see what we get. Yeah. That's what I know is 20. As you see there, your mind has no millisecond at all where it can be contemplating anything. Gee, what's the letter? I know the letter. Just hang on a second. I know that. I mean, it's already 5, 6 letters ahead of you then. It has to be bang. And at this speed, really it has to be in your mind. You really can't copy on paper that speed. You have to. I'm not anywhere near that speed. I plan on getting there, but I'm nowhere near it. Cool thing is I'm teaching myself. Nobody's teaching me. And you know, this program is pretty cool. And I want to show you what 50 words a minute sounds like. And there are folks out there that can copy and send at 50. Get ready. That's just completely unfathomable. But there's people out there that can actually do that. I'm not even aspiring to that. I'll admit to that. I am not aspiring to hit that level. I'm not saying I can't, but I just think, what is the fun of doing that? I guess if you're doing it, it's fun, but that's insane. But let's go back to here's what a 10 words a minute sounds like. If you can do this level at 10, really 13 they say. Let's do 13. Really they say if you can do 13, you're good on most stuff going on the radio. So this is 13. And some people actually, I've read, advise you to learn it at 13. You don't start at 5 like I did and work up. You just start right at 13. Here's what 13 sounds like. Not that bad. One thing you can do too that I like about this program is change the pitch. Watch this. I try to match what I hear on the radio, so here's a different pitch. Same speed. I love this program. And you'll hear these different pitches on the radio. There's one guy that his pitch is so low it bothers me. Let's see what we can find on the radio. Put it on a 755. So yeah, the pitch, it changes by speed too. Let's try 800. See what that sounds like. That's about, to me, about your average, or 600. Let's see what 600 is. See, I hear both of those. I hear both of those types of pitches on the radio. Let's try 700. $700 is a good pitch. I mean, you're going to hear all those on the radio. Now, if we go back to 5 words a minute, which I started out at. I love this program because you can toy with all this. And here's 5 words a minute at 700 pitch. Jeez. Yeah, that's one of the hams I talk to all the time says, when you start learning Morse code, those slower speeds will drive you crazy. And I'm already where that speed kind of drives me a little crazy. Like, I can't even send that slow. Here's about where I send at. Now, that speed is, I can't even do it that slow. So let's go back to 7. We're at 11 minutes on this video. We're going to have to upload it. And here we go at 7. I like an 800 pitch. Well, that's the Morse code program, and that's what I do for fun. But that's what it takes to learn Morse code. I actually enjoy it. Most people probably wouldn't, but when you can get that down and turn the radio on, and understand what's being said, it's a rush. I love it. And today, like I was talking to somebody back and forth, it's worth all the work. It's definitely work, but I enjoy it. We're clear.